Hey, good morning everyone. Before we get started, I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Also hit the bell icon if you want to be notified anytime we upload anything that's saddle hunting related. And hopefully you like the video. If you do, I'd really appreciate it if you give us a like. Just wanted to discuss a couple of observations I had. I witnessed the other day at a saddle hunter event, somebody that actually had quite a bit of experience single stick climbing. They had a mishap, and this can happen to anybody. And it illustrated a real important factor with our safety. What was happening was the guy who was climbing, I think what happened was when he stepped into his aider, it's really important that with your aider that you plant your foot, your toe, against the tree as you're stepping into your aider. This way you have a little bit of stability so that as you put your down pressure in, there's stability there where you're not just hanging in the breeze as you're stepping into the aider. And I think what happened in his case, I saw him fall, but I didn't actually catch exactly what happened, but I believe that's what caused the fall. Was his foot in his aider moved off to the side, and then he came down, his feet went up, and his body came down. But the good thing is he was using a good practice of utilizing his lineman belt right from the base of the tree as he started to climb. Had he waited to install his lineman belt till he got to the top of the stick, he would have had nothing to break his fall. And even though it was only about 5 feet off the ground, 5 feet, if you fall 5 feet off of a ladder, it's still, you could still get hurt. So there was a lesson there that utilizing his lineman belt helped him. And I wanted to just touch on that, number one. And then number two, I caught a post in, I believe it was Saddle Hunter or Saddle Hunter Nation, one of those, where there's one of your more popular climbing sticks, and I don't even need to give the name of it because it doesn't matter what stick it happened to. There was a cam cleat failure. And any stick can have a failure. So it's important to understand that your stick is not providing you safety. Obviously, you want your stick to be, once it's on the tree and you step on it, that it's going to be solid and never go away. But there's always the potential that stick could fail. So you want to be able to have something else that's keeping you safe in the tree. The stick's not providing any safety whatsoever. It's just a tool to climb. So your lineman belt can help you with that, but really your lineman belt is not the best tool to keep you safe. Actually, your climbing line, reach up high, tie in with that, and then using either your gree-gree or your Mad Rock or whatever you're using, having that onto your bridge, that's actually the safest thing to keep you in the tree. So let's talk about that a little bit. Right here, I've got my single stick is fastened to the tree already, and what I did was I reached up as high as I can, and I've got my climbing line around the tree. This is as high up as I could go, and I've got my gree-gree. I'm going to attach that to the bridge on my saddle. And I think this, we can have this conversation. I believe that the safest way to do this is tying in above your climbing stick with your tether first, and then also using your lineman belt as well. It gets kind of busy doing that, but I think it's really the safest way to go, because it does actually assist a little bit in your climbing, because now I can kind of go hands-free. I'm going to take my foot, step into my aider, and take my next step. My foot is in the aider and against the tree. And now what I like to do, I like to actually utilize my climbing line to help me climb. I'll actually pull here, one hand on my stick and one on my climbing line. Get my foot on it and pull in. And now once I'm here, I can kind of move my lineman up, step up. And then you can reposition your tether. The higher you get your tether, the safer you're going to be. Get my tether way up there. Now I can actually sit back into my saddle, but the whole time I've had 2 points of contact the whole time. And then I'd come off to my side and then reposition my stick, go up the tree. One thing to keep in mind, right here I'm using my gree-gree. I don't have any hands on the gree-gree, and it's not designed to be used that way. So that's why by utilizing my tether, I'm not putting all my eggs in the basket of my climbing line. Now I want to show you another thing that I have here too that is helpful when climbing with your lineman. If I was sitting here up on this lineman, and right now, if God forbid I wasn't on, or if I was just using a lineman and I went down, all I've got is this lineman wrapped around the tree, and that's really not going to hold me too well. I'm going to fall against the tree. I'm going to probably ride the tree down somewhat. It'll prevent me from taking a real nasty fall, but it won't really hold me in position too well. So what you can do is you can add a prusik to your lineman, and you can use it as a tree squeeze. Take your prusik, capture your rope on the other side, and push it up on there. Now you got it up here. You have this up here, nice and tight. That's like a tree squeeze. That will actually hold you. You can't. It's not going to flop down. You know. So that's something you could utilize as well. And it's easy to get out of the way. And if you want to take it off, get it out of the way, you just take it off, get it out of the way. Now I'm going to come off my lineman, descend out of the tree. All right. But the point here is you're utilizing something other than just your stick to keep you safe. I've seen a couple videos where guys are climbing up that tree really fast, even if they're using just a lineman. You got to be careful, because if that stick fails, you're going to come down. And you know what? I would recommend guys slow down a little bit. If you get up that tree and it takes you an extra minute or two to get up the tree, who cares? You know, if you're going slow and you're going deliberate, it's not a race. Obviously, we all want to get up into the tree as quickly as we can, but don't compromise safety for being faster. It's really not worth it. So do me a favor, put in the comments section if you guys have any ideas or things that you're doing that you feel are enhancing your safety, any safety concerns that you think are a good idea to illustrate and show guys. That's what this channel is about, is sharing as much information as we can, good ideas, safety tips, gear reviews or whatever. So if you have any ideas, or you're climbing a different way and there's something that you feel is better about it, go ahead and share it with us, because we'd really like to see it. And if it's something that we feel is, a better way to do it, we're going to do it ourselves, and we'll share it with others too. All right? Okay guys, so thanks for watching. Climb safe and best of luck.